What up, YouTube? Asian Persuasion here, Team DKF, here at YCS Anaheim, here with Top 16. What's your name and what'd you play, bud?
Zach Stone. I played Zing Metalfoe.
Zing
Metalfoe. Best deck.
Best deck, man? Dude, let's get into this profile. I like the spice already.
For sure, for sure. So the Metalfoe lineup, it's very standard. Only 9. Only one Volflame because we didn't want the we only wanted the high scales for when we're actually just going off in the combo. We actually kind of wanted the lower levels to actually combo off with the Zing cards just in case we weren't like going all ham. So we kind of just like even with the ratios with the scale numbers.
All right.
So these pretty much like tutor the cards. Like these are what lets you do your combo, but the Zings are like the powerhouse of the deck is. Onto the other cards in the deck, we played 3 auto top with the take time board and then the red eye dice. So what this lets you do is you can pretty much access almost any like generic synchro in your extra deck with the terror top and the dice. So you can make like Yazi and like pop cards and summon your guy, or you can also make Danglong and still go off on your combo there if you're missing a Zing piece. And I actually played Take Tom board because like there's actually a certain combo if you open up one or the other. You're gonna like search the other copy, and you can like make an Omega turn 1 and still still get the Jiaozi off to make a combo because Omega gets himself off the board. So this is like really like handy, and it was like it was good all weekend for sure.
Perfect.
So the Zings were pretty much like it's like a standard Zing lineup. I didn't want to play too many normals, but I had to play the minimum. So 3 Jiaozi. This guy's like game.
That's
like if you open up this or open up a Metalfoe and any other one of these guys, it's game. You end with like 4 negates, a Hope Harbinger, and you can make a Herald of Arclight on their turn.
That's so.
It's dumb. It's really good. So 3 BN. This card's another really important one. Honestly, because it's level 3, combos well with Danglong because you set up plays where you synchro on their turn, and your follow up is kind of just making the level 8. So you want to have like the level 3 to search, and it can make any synchro that you make with this is it can't die by battle. So if I make the Herald of Arclight, they're kind of have to force to waste a card or waste an effect to really get it off the field. And yeah, it was just like one of the overall better ones to normal summon. The other two, the other ones I played that were like normal summonable were just this Swanee. He was kind of relevant for making your Chao Fang like 3300 attack, because if you can stick a Chao Fang in this Chao Fang with this, because you make it with Danglong, you can kind of just beat Blue Eyes. They can't like pop it or like attack over it. So it's like really come in handy. And I also played 1 Bixie, because if you make Chao Fang with this, Paleozoic can't win. They can't use waters, and the guy's unaffected by traps.
Oh, that's broken.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The other ones were just 3 Chiwen. This card's pretty much just like your enabler. Like it lets you do other plays during your opponent's turn, and it's really good. It lets you just have access to the extra deck when you have like the counter and stuff. So it was really good. And then the other ones you have to play were just it was the 3 Sephranu. It's basically like the 6-star, so it lets you make the Hypoxia, and it's a scale. And I played 1 Treasure, the Sephraxi. This allows you to have a bigger pendulum summon, because it's like most of the time I'm summoning these 2 off the Jiaozi, and you're making your Boxia, bringing back the tuner, making your Danglong, getting your scales, and then when you bring this back, you have a choice of making any Zing you control besides him a tuner. He'll just go to the bottom of the deck, but it lets you have extra. It lets you access your extra deck in different ways that you probably couldn't have before.
That's awesome.
So it was like overall really good like combo card. This is like non-combo related. This is just only played because I wanted like an out to like Dark Law or something like dumb, which was this eccentric Archfiend. He actually ended up being really good this weekend. There was plays where I was kind of stuck with having opposite scales, but when I had him, I was able to actually combo off, popping my other combination and bringing this back, which means if I had any Zing, I can summon Jiaozi and actually make Danglong. And honestly, if I make a Danglong, even if I can't get the other barrier, it's still really good. Like it's hard to die.
It is.
So yeah, I just wanted something to basically let me like have answers, like pop spells, pops monsters. It was like a good utility card. I only played 4 spells, so I played like my 10th Metalfoe card. I only played 1 Volflame because it's not important, so this couldn't search Volflame, but it can search all the other ones I guess I deemed important. Zing Path, because like you're gonna go through a bunch of stuff, and if you can search it off Danglong, it's pretty much a free +1. Played 1 Oracle Zephyra. What's cool with this is the 6-star can actually search it, So if you actually make a play where you just want to get multiple Yang Zings on the field, just stick like maybe 4 or 5 if you're scared of like Lava Golem or maybe even off sphere mode. It lets you have that access, and there is a cute interaction, but I didn't play the card. It's with Stardust Charge Warrior. You're able to synchro with the Zephyras, and when your Charge Warrior comes out, you can make Charge Warrior Chain Link 1 and this Chain Link 2. This stacks a monster on top of your deck. So you pretty much would get anything. I didn't play the Charge Warrior.
Yeah,
but like that's a cute interaction.
Combos.
Yeah, it's a cute interaction. And then the last spell was our 40th card, Upstart Goblin.
Upstart, so 39 cards.
Hell yeah, we want consistency.
Yes, sir.
And then the traps, basically, it was a 2 Metalfoes combination. This is just necessary for the combo. It lets you just keep going, popping it with Boxia and just getting more Metalfoes and completing your scales. This is like basically the only Metalfoes spell or traps I played. I didn't want to play Fusion. I didn't want to play Counter. I didn't want to play anything else because it just didn't seem necessary. I wanted like as much consistency, as much explosiveness as possible. And by that, I just wanted to make sure this is the only Metalfoes spell or trap I played.
Yeah.
And I guess the heart and soul of the deck.
Heart and soul.
3 Yang Zing Barrier.
That new rare.
This card is too good. It lets you just have so much. It just lets you have so much advantage over your opponent. In my top 32 match, I literally opened up 3 of these and like 2 Yang Zing guys. I just normal summon, set 3, go, and I was able to actually win from there.
Wow.
But like this is just, you know, you're pretty much playing Infernity Barrier, and you can search it and lets you just have so much utility, popping your cards, chaining your Chi Wen. And this card works in so many different ways, but I would explain the rulings. Not enough time.
For sure.
I guess we'll do extra deck first. I played Nirvana High Paladin. There's actually a combo with this within the side deck that I can explain in a minute. But at best case, it lets you add the 3rd barrier if you happen to discard it with the Jiaozi, because you can use a Boxia and like the level 2 Metalfoe to synchro summon with it, and add any card from your grave to your hand.
Oh, that's dope.
It's cute. One Chao Feng. He was pretty much there to like create little soft blocks against certain matchups that you might need it for. Against Blue Eyes, you can make it with the red guy and Danglong. So it becomes 33 and it cuts off any light effects or fire effects. You can make this with Bixie against Paleozoic, and they just can't really, they're gonna have a hard time beating you because it's unaffected by traps, and they can't use water effects. Yeah. They have to kind of just like, I don't know what the card is. Oh, the Sky Cavalry guy. They have to somehow get him on the field and like kill this, but most of the time you have a barrier anyway. Yeah. One Ignister. This card came up a lot, like especially with the Archfiend Eccentric, where I was able to go with Danglong and make this guy. I remember I like OTK'd a Metalfoe player because I was able to just pop his card, spin his cards back. Yeah, this card's really good. Like you kind of want to play all the other non-Yang Zing related cards for when you go second to answer problem boards. Another MVP of the day was also Cyframe Omega. This card's broken. Like I won like a couple games I won with just him off the backbone. He'll get you there. Also, him putting back Chi Wens that are banished.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of good. But most importantly, he gets himself off the field. And there's a combo with the Speedroid guys. If you actually have like one of the Take-Tom boards and the Terratop, you can just pretty much make Danglong, make this. Danglong activates. If you banish him off the field and get the Jiaozi, you can actually make a combo from there. So it's really good interaction. 3 Boxia, it's too good. Boxia is insane. Spinning cards back to your opponent's deck is broken. This lets you just pretty much, that's your whole combo, is by Boxia, bring back, go ahead and summon another one, another bring back, and you can make rank 8s, so it was only 1 rank 8 I made. Okay. Yazi. This is, I don't know if this was right to play 2 and 2, but I stuck with 3 and 1. 3 and 1. This comes up when you have the Terratop. This can pretty much be considered a Yang Zing monster because it floats. Yeah. So you have Terratop, you make it 6 with the dice, and you can pop this pretty much as the Yang Zing card. Oh, okay. But if you actually are missing the Yang Zing card to discard, you can also just make Danglong. And yeah, I don't know. I can't explain this card anymore. This
card makes it broken, right?
Yeah, this is the deck. The deck is Long Dong Silver.
Long Dong Silver.
So, shout out to Trinell Williams for that name. This card is insane. I played High Speed Word Chambara. Now, it didn't come up. I didn't summon this once, but there's like little interactions that like I feel like make it necessary. Like you can play against Metalfoes, and sometimes they can set up like counters. They can kind of make sure they don't die. But if you can stick this on the field, you're going to attack twice. It gains 200 when it attacks the first time, and it gains 200 the next time. So it'll be at 22 and 24. So it can kind of clear the counters. And most of the time, your 3 Boxias and another dude is already 8,000 damage. Yeah. The last Ingram extra deck was a Herald of Arclight. This card is just broken. Like any Yang Zing deck kind of just summons this and they can't die by battle. Yeah. So yeah, this card was overall insane. The only extra deck exceeds were just one break sword. With the takedown board, there's a lot of little interactions. I summoned it maybe a couple times, and you can also pop Zing cards to pretty much float into other stuff. And also, if you want to pop himself to clear the board to make the Jiu-Jitsu live, because you can't use this effect unless there's no other monsters.
Yeah.
So he does that for you, and in the worst case, he pops combinations to get you other pieces.
Yeah, and that's not hurting you.
And then pretty much the last negate when I'm playing when I'm making the combos, I use my boxies to make this guy. It's just pretty much game most of the time.
There's too many negates for someone to deal with.
I don't know. I actually see my opponents trying to play out of it. I don't know why. They let me know what they're playing, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess the side deck. There's literally like 13 cards in here, well 12 cards in here that are literally made to go second. One card in here is kind of dumb. I play 2 Kaijus. Blue Eyes is the hardest matchup. You cannot beat Spirit Dragon. You cannot play Yugioh when Spirit Dragon's on the field. And worst case, you can Pendulum Summon it. Yeah. So I wanted to play the Sticky for that reason. 2 Maxis. I had to play against like EA or any deck that had like a combo to their strategy, like a bunch of special summons. So if I wasn't going first, I wanted to have Maxi. And if I happened to play the mirror match, this is always what I would want games 2, not going first. I thought I did 1 Beatrice. I'll explain her in a minute.
All right.
Also cited 3 Twin Twisters, just back row, how to get rid of them. 2 Book of Eclipse to answer problem monsters, put Kieran face down because you can't Dark Hole it away. Yeah. But Dark Hole was also good just against ABCs and Blue Eyes, just to clear boards, let you go for a game. But we couldn't play, I didn't want to play Raigeki because it seemed too lackluster, because at worst Dark Hole lets you use your Yang Zings and float into your Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. I
just wanted to do 1 system down just for the blowout against ABC. I never saw it, so maybe playing 1 wasn't not correct. I guess this is my edge in the mirror match. If I happen to play against it, I cited 1 Soul Charge. You kind of just need the edge. If you're not going first, I wouldn't cite this thing going first, only going second. You need more plays to actually just answer the board, because most of the time you're going to throw away not your resources, but you're going to put them all in the graveyard just to Soul Charge them back. And if they waste a couple negates here and there, you can go off. At worst, this card list lets you maybe win the game. Yeah. On accident. So going back to the Beatrice, she was in the side deck to make this come to my hand. Oh man, that's dirty. I never did it, but it's a scenario that comes up with this. If you open up your standard Yang Zing combo, which is a Metalfoe and 3 Yang Zings, you can pretty much dump this to the graveyard when they max see you, and synchro for this and add it back to your hand. Add it back to your hand. So you set it, and then they draw. And they have 2 cards. 2 cards. Yeah, that's broken. Yeah, it never came up. I never drew it either when I opened in hand. So, but still cool in theory, though, right? I wanted it because it was what I was playing with. I didn't want to go above and beyond. For sure, man. So, any shout outs you want to give, my friend? All right, I have to shout out a good amount of people, but I have to make it short. Shout outs to NY3, Naibyo Ewan. This is pretty much his deck, his theory, and the guy I talked to a lot about it. Also, shout outs to TRC. Also, shout outs to anybody who let me borrow cards. Shout outs to Antonio. And who else? Shout outs to Kamau and Alex for helping me out with the deck. And that's probably about it. If I'm missing anybody, it's not on purpose. All right, for sure, man. It's been a long weekend. Yeah, it's been a long week. Well, congrats, man, and thanks for the deck profile. Awesome.